What's going on YouTube? Achilles here, and today we are revisiting my mono blue mid-range deck, and the whole point of this deck is to take advantage of Summon Leviathan, specifically its first ability when it enters, which says, return each creature that isn't a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, Octopus, or Serpent to its owner's hand. So we pretty much build our whole deck around this interaction. We play mostly all creatures that are Krakens, Leviathans, Merfolk, Octopus, and Serpents, besides Enduring Curiosity and Belion the Parched, but they have their own specific interactions in this deck that make them worthy to keep them in here. Specifically with Enduring Curiosity, it's a draw card engine. Plus, if they happen to destroy this card and it becomes an enchantment, then we don't have to worry about it going back to your hand with Summon Leviathan. The rest of the deck tries to swarm the board with all our cards, so once we get to our turn 6, we get to have a really big turn where we get to bounce back all their creatures back to their hand, and then they have nothing on the board. And we can easily ramp up a little bit with Forensic Researcher, as well as tap creatures we don't control, so we could get some extra swings in. We could flash in creatures early, we could play reactive, and we could bounce stuff to their hands early on too, so even if we play against an aggro deck, we could deal with them. And with the Avatar set out, we have the Unagi of Kyoshi Island, which is a serpent, so it goes right into the theme of what we're doing. And we could technically just flash this in on turn 5, and then on turn 6 we go into our Leviathan. So it just curves out really nicely. So let's get right into this list. We got 1 Metamorphic Blast, 3 Phantom Interference, 1 Spell Pierce, 2 Enable to Scream, 4 Unsummon, 3 Brineborn Cutthroat, 4 Floodpits Drowner, 1 Belion the Parched, 4 Forensic Researcher, 1 Kiora the Rising Tide, 2 Tishana's Tidebinder, 1 Kaito Cunning Infiltrator, 4 Enduring Curiosity, 1 the Unagi of Kyoshi Island, 4 Summon Leviathan, and for the lands we got 1 Agna Qel'a, 15 Islands, 4 Cavern of Souls, and 4 Soulstone Sanctuary. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. If you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos. Let's get right into these games. Okay, we get to go first. Oh, I wonder what they're playing. It's a joke, I already know. This deck that they're playing has been pretty popular lately. Oh yeah. You have to get rid of that. Just gotta answer all the threats accordingly. Make their card useless for them. I mean, sure, they could just put a bunch of enchantments on it, but could still just deal with everything on curve, which would be nice. I believe this deck just plays 16 creatures, just 4 copies of 4 creatures. So we'll just hope they just don't have any more creatures in their hands. Just a bunch of enchantment auras or something like that. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. They're making use of what they got. I don't think the Tidebinder is going to be that good in this matchup. Plus, if we could get to the Leviathan, this will be a land technically for us. That is so funny. They're making that Scavenger still powerful, even with the Unable to Scream on it. Insanity. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the Drowner now when they attempt to swing. Let's see if they trade. Hopefully they do. But if not, it's all good. It's got to stop all their cards, and hopefully we could just draw a Leviathan and we'll be in a good spot. Where's that Leviathan? Okay, it's not a Leviathan, but it's a card that could help us find Leviathan. So let's go for the swing. So it all comes down to this, honestly. If we can find something we need, we could potentially survive. Okay, just 2 lands. It's not ideal. Alright, what could I possibly draw? Another land, of course. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. They blocked the Belion, that's fair, and they blocked that. Alright, so now we could tap the Optimistic Scavenger. So we could stay in this game. We'll draw 3 cards now. Hopefully, oh, well, would you look at that? You know what? I'm just doing this right now before they find anything crazy. And we get our card back, of course. And we get it. Look at that. Okay, we get to go first. I'm going to keep this one. Throw out the island so we have Unsummon at our disposal. Go from there. Reanimator deck? That's my first thought whenever I see a card that surveils. It's either that or a whatchamacallit. A deck that is just a control deck that's trying to just take advantage of what they could draw early on. Yeah, it's looking like a Reanimator deck, guys. Oh yeah, it is. You see that, you already know. I already got the Ardian. How convenient. Let's get a flash in everybody. Go for the swing. Play the Researcher. Just go from there. That's all we could really do. They still need to find another creature to take advantage of with Ardian. Plus they need to have Cavero, so they still need a couple pieces set up, but nothing that the town greeter can't find for them. The Scholar. That'll really help him set up. Let's go for the swing. Draw a card. Now we're at the mercy of the Cavera. They don't have Cavera. Yet, of course. Oh my god, did they just mill all four? That's actually wild. Talk about bad luck, right? Alright, well in that case, what's the move, huh? You just bounce that to their hand, but I don't think that's the move. Play this. Have Unsummon. I think I know what I'm doing. We're gonna go for Kaito. Make a ninja. Gonna untap a land. Make another researcher. So I think just drawing another Overlord, the Baelmerk, is their way around their situation right now. What a play. They specifically put that in just to deal with our deck. Imagine. Okay, so we're going to make this ninja unblockable. Discard this. Play this. Now we swing with everyone. Now we go from there. The Overlord, the Baelmerk, we're just going to have to keep tapping down. Because if they use its ability to get Cavero back, we're in trouble. You're thinking about something. I guess that's fair.
I thought I had enough intel.
Oh, you can't tap it because it... Okay, that's interesting. I should have tapped itself then. To bring itself out. Whoops. You know what? This is actually great. We're gonna unsummon the Overlord. And we're gonna swing with both of these. And what this does now is when they go for the Overlord, they think they're going to get their Cavero back, but I'm just going to use the Tidebinder on it. Which is absolutely great. So it's on the stack to come out, so we'll wait until they try to do the ability. You're like, oh no, I can't do it now. I should have went for the Cutthroat first, but it's all good. And we get it. Okay, our opponent's going first. I'm going to keep this. Zurius Control. Artifact deck. I have no idea. It's something. We're going to find out. All I know is we're holding on to the Spell Pierce for dear life right now. If this resolves, that'll be nice, I'm just going to say. If they counter it, so be it, but we gotta go for it. Sure do. Damn interference, huh? I wonder what they're playing. If it was Azurius Control, I bet they'd, yeah, that is not Azurius Control. Okay. They're going to be drawing a lot of cards now because we can't deal with the Voice of Victory. It's so funny. But technically, next turn we could go for the Leviathan because we could use the Cavern of Souls. So we just have to weather the storm. They are getting a ton of value though, so we gotta be mindful of that. Like 10 cards in their hand. Sorry, 9. They gotta discard 1 card, okay. Alright, we're gonna call Leviathan. We're gonna go for the Summon Leviathan now, bounce back their whole hand. Or should I say their field? That's a move. It's a good thing we got Ward 2 on that. Why would they do that? I feel like that was a mistake on their end. Man, I'm not sure if I agree with that move. And if I went for the Phantom Interference, they could just pay the 2. But they'll slow down the rest of their play. I mean, listen, I know they're going to pay the 2, but then they can't go for an Enduring Curiosity for the next turn, just slowing them down entirely. So what do they do for the rest of their 2 mana? That's the real question. They do nothing. So now we're going to go for the big swing, draw 2 cards potentially. No Leviathan. It's pretty good. How about we bring this out for good measure, since they are going to be able to, well, we can't use the spell next turn. So bringing this out is just getting an extra card on the board, setting up for the Summon Leviathan. Okay, that's fair. But what if I happen to have another Summon Leviathan in my hand? So we are going to play that Summon Leviathan, bouncing back their Voice of Victory. I see what they're trying to do, though, with this deck. But if they have to recommit their mana to recast their creatures, no matter what their hand size is, then we still put them on the back foot a little bit. And even if I use the Spell Pierce on something just to slow them down, I would, but they go for the Voice of Victory first, which is definitely smart. Before I do anything, though, we're going for the Summon Leviathan once again. You gotta just keep the pressure on him. We get it, that's crazy. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comment section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.